Hey guys, just picked me up an Osprey Stratos 24 after hiking Half Dome. What I had before was a Camelback 14er, which I really liked. I've reviewed it. You can check it out above. What was happening is the fabric right here from being taken off and set down so much was starting to rip, so I needed a new backpack. When we were hiking Half Dome, I noticed a lot of hikers had the Osprey, particularly a guy that we met and hiked down with had this exact version. So I wanted to give it a shot since I needed something new anyway. So the main components of this backpack are, you've got your water bladder section, which you see here. You've got this vertical component. Then you've got two pockets, one here and one up top. And then you've got water bottles on each side, and you've got the internal suspension system, which you see here. So I've only taken this on day hikes, which is 4 miles round trip, and I just got back from doing that. So I haven't taken it on a big mountain, but what I can say off of first impressions is this suspension system is amazing. This mesh component of the frame keeps it off your back. You can feel air flowing in between your back and the backpack. If you look at these shoulder straps, they're super padded. Just really feel good on your body. That's my camera holder. I added that on. That's not part of the backpack, but you'll see when I'm hiking around, I always have my SLR attached to that. So just first impressions, that suspension system is a huge improvement over what I had before. The water bladder section is a little bit awkward. So when I take this out, I have to pull the tube up to where it's strapped in, pull it through the back here, and then take the bladder out. And when you look at it and you watch me do it, I kink that hose at the bottom portion, I kink it here in this portion. Seems like only a matter of time before that's just worn through like a straw that's been bent over too much. I'm thinking about getting the Osprey bladder. Maybe you guys can comment, tell me if you've used it. I've heard mixed reviews about leakage, but the Camelback 3-liter is a little bit awkward to get in and out. Having said that, I will always have a bladder because I prefer when I'm hiking or whatever I'm doing to have a bladder. So I'll always have that in there. That leads me to the water bottles. This is great, but I'll never use this on a day hike because I've got 3 liters of water here. This will never be used during a day hike. When we hiked Long's Peak and Half Dome, I had a bottle inside of the pack, but that was just for reserve so that when my bladder ran out, this would be my reserve. I knew exactly how much I had left. I actually like that I can carry this on the outside of the pack now, which is great. Side note, when this is in the mesh pocket, I can't physically reach back and pull it out. I just can't contort my arm enough to get it. For me personally, that is not a big deal because this will always just be reserve water for me. Now there are pole holders on this, which I doubt I'll ever use because I'm not a decrepit old man. Just kidding. I may actually get some because a lot of people rant and rave about those, especially going up. So I may get some poles, but as of now, I don't use those. On the side of the pack, you have these side pockets, which are kind of small. It's not a huge problem. My iPhone SE just fits inside of that pocket. When it's around my waist, it's a challenge to get that in and out. It's not a deal breaker, but I like to, when I'm listening to podcasts, I do like to take that in and out, change podcasts, change music. It's a little bit more difficult, but it does hold my iPhone SE. Anything bigger than that, and you certainly won't be able to hold that. Now, when I'm on a big mountain doing a 12-hour hike, I won't have my phone in there, or it won't matter, so it's not that big a deal. Would be great for snacks or other things. There's one on each side, so if you've got snacks, trail mix, bars, that certainly would be a good option for those pockets. There is a rain cover in the bottom. Haven't had a chance to use that yet. Covers the entire bag. That will be huge for me if I get caught in the rain during rainy season here, just because of the camera gear. It'll cover the drone, and I would stick my camera in this main component, and that would give me rain coverage. So that's a big deal for me. The Camelback did not have that option. For me, on these daily hikes, this simply becomes a drone holder. So I keep this with me when I'm doing day hikes, just in case I see something I need to film, want to film. That's always a good option for me. In this top pocket is where I keep the drone controller. It's a nice little component. I'll always have to take the backpack off anyway to get the drone and the controller out, so that's no big deal for me. It works perfect. During my day hikes, I really never use this component other than just having the water in there. Maybe if I'm with the dogs, I'll have some dog toys or treats or something, but in general on the day hikes, I'm not really using that component. So based on first impressions, I'm really liking this thing. It's very comfortable to hike with. Hopefully I'll get it up a big mountain in the next year or so. There's talk about doing the Grand Canyon rim to rim, so we'll see. But for now, liking it so far. All right.